Hello everyone, today I'm here in Buffalo, New York, outside of the Chuck E. Cheese on Delaware Avenue. This is a newer location, it just opened at the end of 2024, so I'm excited to go in there and I'm going to give you guys the full tour of this brand new build. Let's go in and see it. Alright guys, let's start this tour off right here in the showroom, and I can already tell today that there's going to be several firsts for my channel during this tour. So right here we have the video wall and the 2021 model dance floor right here in the middle of the showroom. Of course, this is a new location. They opened with 2.0 in November of 2024. This store was built with 2.0 in mind, which I don't see too often because most of them are remodels. But here you can see they have their 2.0 carpet, the newer version, as well as the benches and tables for 2.0, and high top tables and chairs. They have two sets on each side of the dance floor. I don't want to show the other ones right now because they're the manager or someone sitting over there. Also, on both sides of the video wall, they have the character pieces. Order doesn't really matter in this store because they never had animatronics, but there are 2 on the left-hand side and 3 on the right-hand side, and they are all new font. However, Jasper's, which is the only one that's kind of hidden off to the side here, the other 4 are right next to the video wall, but Jasper's is the misprint with the new font name and the old font bio. They also have their Chuck E. room right here, and then over to the right-hand side of the showroom, they have this ramp that is carpeted and has railings that goes up to this emergency exit with the new 2.0 emergency exit only sign. They also have the party piece right here next to this ramp. To the right-hand side of the showroom, they have their kiddie ride area. So they have Alien Patrol, then they have the Bike-A-Row, whatever that's called or whatever that does, I'm not really sure. And then they have the photo ride right here, so they did not get rid of their camera. They have the full Rockstar pose on both sides. They have Rockstar there as well, Rockstar there, however this one does have the backwards cap on. And then Avenger for all buttons except Chucky, Rockstar there. And yeah, so full Rockstar for this photo ride. They also have their superhero playground trampoline zone area. They have the smaller 3-pad trampoline zone with 3 pieces, Chucky, Bella, and Munch. And then over here, they have their superhero playground. I'm sure they opened with this superhero playground. That was a thing when this location opened in November of 2024. The entire store is lit with LED panels, of course, because of the store's newness. They have the Kogan boat ride right there. They have Sky Riders and Zombie Land Battle, Hot Racers, Super Striker, and Hoop Troop, and the Supercar right here in their kiddie ride area. And now we move into the regular game room as we move on back through the store. So, I mean, I guess technically they have a couple more kiddie games over here. They have the Mystery Machine and the Rockstar Air Hockey table right there. And then, now we really move into the regular game room. So we have Pirates Hook to start us off. They have Super Big Rig. They have Hungry Chickens and Pop the Lock. They have Big Ticket Drop, which I see in a lot of the new build locations that I visit. They have Skip Time and Pirates Hook. They have Pink Panther right here. They have Tippin' Blocks and Ice Age, 2.0 TV Ring up there. Then they have Space Raider and Temple Run. They have Quick Drop and Snow Day through here. Then they have the Where a Kid Can Be a Kid Carousel, as well as PJ Masks right here. So a couple more kiddie games. Moving on over here, they have Barrel of Monkeys and Carnival Cups, Basketball Pro, and then here's another thing I wanted to point out is that they have these booths, which I have never seen before until today. I know several locations have them, but they are like reskin kind of the Phase 4, Phase 5 booths. Like they look like those, but they have the 2.0 design on the older shape. They're really interesting, but it's kind of like a hybrid of both kinds. They also have more of those booths through here, and then as we go over to the other side of Superhero Playground, they have more games. So we have Real Heroes Fire Rescue, Ring Toss, Jurassic World, they have Drop It, 2 NBA hoops, they have 4 Ice Ball FXs, so they do not have alley rollers here. Of course, this is a new build. They have Ice Ball. They have Connect 4 Hoops, which is another, game for older kids, which I see a lot at some of these newer builds as well. They have Plinko and Full Tilt. The These lights here by the windows are off, so it's kind of a little darker over here, but they have booths all through the front windows as well. Then they have Dizzy Chicken and Nitro Trucks. They have Jurassic Park Arcade, and then on the other side of that, they have Batman, FGTV Out of Time, Wicked Tuna, Superbikes 3, Avengers Coin Pusher, and Polar Slide. And then here's another thing that I have never seen before on this emergency exit only door. They have the huge 2.0 stop sign, emergency exit only sign. I have seen this with the 2000s design, however, I have not seen it with a 2.0 design. So that's a first for me there. And then they have Monopoly Arcade, Hop and Stack, tons of tickets. On this side, they have the Tightrope game, Nerf Arcade, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. They have another 2.0 TV ring. They have Rockin' and Rollin' for Gold, Centipede, Clutch Shoot. They have the Mega Blast right here, Sonic Blast Ball, Halo Fireteam Raven, Lumberjack, and Choppy Wood. Little Ticket Monsters, I believe this is called, yes. And then right here, they have the all-you-can-play piece with Chucky Silhouette, Old Fonto, and then they have the small or medium-sized logo there on the other side of the lobby. And then finally over here, they have SpongeBob Ticket Coaster, Monopoly Roll and Go, and Willy Crash. And then that is a full look at their game room. Here's another thing I've never seen before. Up here, they have security camera rings. So instead of having the show tape play on these TVs, they have a ring, but it shows security cameras. So I'm not sure if this location is in a more high crime area or something that they have to have those security cameras on display like that, but I've never really seen that before. Even at new builds like Port Orange didn't have those either. All right, now moving back over here into the showroom to take a look at the counter kitchen part of the store. Here's those other two sets of high-top tables and chairs, and then they have another one of the security camera rings right here in the showroom. Then over here on the left-hand side, they have their Hangout wordmark piece in the showroom, as well as the Ticket Blaster, Rockstar Back, and Rockstar Top. They have restrooms over there, which we'll take a look at in a minute. But then they have their pickup window here. Everything in the store seems to be old font except for those character posters. They have their sign, and then they have Thirst Station right there. They did not get those new tiles that they have, the blue tiles that they have behind the Pepsi machines in other new stores I've been to, like Port Orange and Union that had those. They did not get those here. And they also did not get anything here. No wood floors, no tiles. They just have the concrete floors that I'm sure would have been all throughout until they laid this carpet down. They did not lay anything down here, which is very interesting. They have the caution with floor sign now, and then they have Pasquale's Kitchen, new door, and then here's their prize counter. They only have Pasquale and Helen gumballs. They do not have large Bella, and they do have small Pasquale, but no small Bella. They have the Light Up U1 sign right there. And then over here is their cotton candy machine. They have their salad bar, and Our Veggies Are Hand Shot Daily up there. They do have Rockstar Chuck here on the glass, so they did not get Star Cap stickers when they opened this new location, which would have been funny. All right, now real quick down the restrooms hallway here, they just have the rectangle, new font, men's sign, and women's sign right there. So nothing fancy down here. All right, now out here when you leave, they did not get new tiles, but they do have pizzeria and games up there. They have pizza sizes board, and then out here at the kid check area, they have the where it can be a kid photo prop. They have this newer wooden kid check podium, which looks nice. They have the old font mission statement right there. And then out here, as we go into the lobby, they have the newer measuring thing, have a Chucky Day green silhouette up there. And then out here, they have the good behavior guidelines. They have the large 2.0 logo, or the medium-sized one, and then this New York firearms are prohibited sign as well. All right, everyone, well, that concludes my visit to the Chuck E. Cheese on Delaware Avenue in Buffalo, New York. I can kind of tell that this location was built on a budget. Compared to some of the newer locations I've been to, like Union and Port Orange, this location definitely has less of the new features, like the wood floors, the tiling, full 2.0 booths, you know, that kind of stuff. They didn't really have all that. I do love the arcade game selection in these newer locations, though, and that includes this one. I really like their layout and game assortment, but a lot of the 2.0 amenities that the newer locations have, this one did not have. Oh, outlet charging, too. They didn't have any of that either. But I hope you guys enjoyed this tour. If you did, please subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.